Welcome back. Thank you guys for tuning back in. I really do appreciate it. And I want to say thank you again for all the support in the last two videos. You guys are killing it. You guys are watching, liking, resharing, commenting. I really do appreciate it when you guys comment. I like hearing what you guys have to say, your opinions about the videos, but about the books that I showed in the videos. So if you have any comments or any thoughts and opinions at all about this video that I'm making, just leave it in the comments. I would love to read and reply to you guys. So yeah, today I got a stack of Golden Age books, right? And I am low-key venturing into slightly unknown territory because if you guys know me from my Instagram, I am really, my bread and butter is Silver and Bronze Age books, right? I don't really know much about Golden Age, or at least I didn't. I'm slowly learning. Comic channels that I watch are like Alex Comic Order and Automatic Comics, and those two are really heavy into Golden Age, and they kind of ignited that fire and that desire for me to learn more about Golden Age. And so I'm like dabbling into Golden Age, and I'm trying to learn a little bit more. So yeah, I have a couple books I want to show you guys, and these books will be for sale at my Instagram at Chow Comics. So if you see anything you like, please hit the follow button at Chow Comics. I'm probably gonna have a live sale, and I'd be fast and hasty because I did post a preview of these books on there yesterday. It seems like a lot of people are really interested in these books, so I would still follow me and message me if you do see anything you're interested in. But if something's sold that you were interested in, just still drop me a follow because I get books in all the time and I post books all the time. So the chances of me having something that you're interested in the future is pretty high. So yeah, let's start showing you some books, Leon. Let me stop yapping because I feel like I'm yapping too much. First book I got is a Black Knight 1, right? It's an affordable copy. It looks great from the front, but then you turn it to the back. There's no back. There's no back over. It's an automatic .5. But this is a great entry level copy for anyone that's looking just to have one. And you know, if you put this on a shelf, it's gonna look amazing. The colors are deep. Um, what I've learned is Golden Age paper, the paper quality, just a lot. I don't know. It's just better. It's just better than Silver and Bronze, I would say. First appearance of the first Black Knight, first appearance of the Ebony Blade, and I also think this is a Stan Lee story as well. So yeah, this is an amazing book, and it's an entry level copy for anyone out there that's looking for one. And whatever doesn't sell at my claim sale, I will be more than happy to keep them. Right? I just can't justify keeping everything because it's just a lot of money that I have tied into books. But you know, if I get to keep a few, I will be happy. I'm not gonna complain. This is one of the times where I wouldn't mind not selling everything, right? When the next book I have is Batman 92. First appearance of Ace the Bat Hound. Again, this book presents really well, but the technical grade is pretty low. I mean, it's complete. It's just not attached, right? The cover is completely detached. I will have it at a 2.0. You gotta understand that these books are insanely old, right? So just to have these is a privilege. But the main thing that I look for Golden Age, or some might say early Silver Age, I say this is old, this is Golden Age, or like very very late Golden Age, is presentation. That's the main thing that I look for. As long as it presents well and it's complete, that's what I really care about. Um, so yeah, this is Batman 92. The next book I got is a Famous Funnies 209, and again, if you guys follow Alex the Comic Order, you guys can, you know, kind of see that he did influence me on this book because I really wouldn't have known about this book if it wasn't for him. I wouldn't have thought twice about this book if I saw it, but because of his video about Buck Rogers, and he showcased this book in that video. But yeah, this is early Frank Frazetta on Buck Rogers, right? Dude, you can't go wrong with this with Frank Frazetta at all. This cover is amazing. The color strike is nice. I would say this is about like a 3.0, 3.5, complete and attached. Amazing Frank Frazetta on Famous Funnies 209. And then we got a Famous Funnies 212 here. We got a pre-code sci-fi cover. This is also Frank Frazetta again. Out of the two, this is my favorite one. You gotta love the good girl floating in the good girl art floating in the abyss of space. Um, you gotta love the detail that Frank Frazetta puts in his art. The next book is a pre-code horror book, and this is probably my favorite pre-code horror that I have so far. I don't really have much, but yeah, The Dead Who Walks. I mean, this is non-numbered. This is a one-shot, so it's an all-green cover, and then there's just a freaking splash of red, and that just really pops and really sets off this cover. Dude, it's amazing. You got horror, you got good girl, you got, you know, a great shade of green. It's just an amazing cover. The trade dress is beautiful. This is one of those books that I wouldn't mind keeping, but I had like 3 people ask me about info on this book, so I have a feeling that this might not stay in my collection. But hey, I'm just happy to even have held it in my hands. I always say that I'm blessed to be the current caretaker of some of these books. Ultimately, you know, it's a touchy subject. People don't like when people talk about selling and flipping comic books, but to me, it's a blessing because, you know, I'm not super rich. You know, I can't just afford every book and just keep every book, but I still love comic books so much, you know, to the point where I just want them. I just want to be able to hold them physically and just take care of them until I pass it on to someone else that will ultimately appreciate it more and take care of it forever, right? Or I'm just a temporary caretaker for these books. So that's how I view it, and that's why I love selling books, because I get to, you know, hold books that I normally probably wouldn't be able to hold, because I probably wouldn't have gone out to buy this book, you know? I wouldn't have gone to search out this book and keep it if I weren't to sell it, right? So the next book, we have a Tales from the Crypt 35, this Jack Davis werewolf cover. This is an amazing werewolf cover. Probably my favorite pre-code werewolf cover. He did another one, but this is my favorite out of the two. It's just, I don't know, you look into his eyes a little too long, it starts getting creepy, you start feeling uneasy. And it's pre-code horror, right? Like, that's kind of what you want to feel. Like, that's the appeal, right? You want to feel a little uneasy. You just want to feel, you don't want to feel safe. Anyways, and then like the dark red trade dress is also what I love about this werewolf cover. It just really ties everything together. It's a really sharp copy too. It just has a subscription crease, but other than that, it's a pretty clean copy. We got Chamber of Chills right here. This is the next book. Again, this presentation is really nice. It's a low grade though. It's tape all over the spine, up and down the spine. But the presentation's there. All the pages are there. The color strike, you know, it's all there. That's all you can really ask for these golden age pre-code horror books. But yeah, this book doesn't really come up too often. So I mean, to be honest, most of these golden age books don't come up too often. But yeah, you can own one of these. Just follow me on Instagram and check out the live sale that I'm gonna have tonight. Boom. This next one, this one's a big one. If you're an Alex Schomburg fan, you can appreciate this book. We got Wonder Comics 1. Big Alex Schomburg. Big Alex Schomburg. Look how bright this book is. Look how bright the reds and yellows are. It's kind of an illusion though. It's not really high grade. There's I would say like about an inch of the corner missing on the back corner on the back cover. So it's gonna stop it from being high grade, but it wouldn't be high grade anyways, because there's only one staple in this book, and it's detached. The cover is detached, but I still think this is about a 2.0, maybe a 2.5, because I did see a similar condition book, the same one, on eBay. If you look up Wonder Comics 1 2.5, it's a 2.5. It's missing like the top corner, right? And then the cover is also detached. So basically the same condition, the same flaws as this. So I could see this getting a 2.5, but I'm just going to say conservatively a 2. You never know with CGC. Again, just a beautiful book, and like, you can't tell, but you can see the pages peeking through because there's a slight spine roll. Dude, the pages are bright. Out of all the Golden Age books in the stack. This has the brightest pages. I don't want to like guarantee white pages if you end up buying this book, but there's a shot. There is a legitimate shot, but you just never know with CGC with their and their page quality. Like they're kind of weird with page quality. And then the last book I got right is Strange Arrow 22. I really don't know much about this book, but it's pretty affordable. So this is a really good affordable copy of a Golden Age book. If you really want to dip your toes, it's a Golden Age. But yeah, I want to say thank you guys for taking the time to watch my video, and you know, kind of looking at the comics that I've been acquiring. Been really into Golden Age lately. So I'm just gonna give one more pass through of the books that I've got. Also, you know, it's not just gonna be Golden Age. I'm gonna have bronze and silver, run fillers, minor keys, decent silver bronze keys. So I would tune in. But yeah, thank you guys so much for all the support. Follow me on Instagram at Chow Comics, and have a great rest of your day.